going through
My
everybody.
God, Charlie, why are you going the hard way? My hamster's awake, and he's decided that instead of climbing the little ramp that I have for him and going into his house with his little hammock that way, he reached up to pull himself through the hole on the side of it instead.
Oh, no.
That's an interesting choice, my man.
Oh, God. Yeah, and now I'm laughing, and Ollie's over here like, Mom, what's so funny? Are you talking about me, Mom?
Yes, Ollie, we were actually.
Did I do it? Oh man. Anywho, let's get these personalized little sessions, these little interactions going on. I'm excited.
Yes, so let's go to Klaus first.
Cool.
Time to flex my cooking muscles.
Hell yeah.
Whoop whoop.
Have so many
Look at our little
maps I
chef
need to-
go.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull you guys over here. Okay, hold on 1 second while I fix vision.
Ah yes. We love a black square. Really helps me with the theater of the mind, you know?
Wow, why is your picture token not showing up? Can you see anything?
No.
Okay. Well, do it this way. And then, if you will put your... Okay, good, you did. Let me zoom in. Okay. So, Klaus, you get led off to the kitchen area, and when you walk in, it is a very, very large kitchen. You can almost barely see the ceiling of it. There's windows up above. It almost looks like you know those windows in churches where they're like different colors? I forgot the name of them.
Stained glass?
Stained glass?
Yes, it looks like stained glass. And on it you see images of Aphrodite. You can just barely make out she's holding something. If you would like to roll a perception.
Now let's see what I get. Well, no.
Well, you look up and you see she's holding something very, very long. It doesn't look like it. You can't really tell if it's a weapon, but you could tell it's a very long item. What it is, and it ropes
Can I at
around
least
the image.
flesh out whether or not it is a cooking implement?
No, it looks like it's just a picture of Aphrodite, getting ready to go into combat. So she's
Okay.
holding some type of weapon. You just can't make out what it is.
I repeat, is it Drake?
It is not, unfortunately. But the kitchen walls are all in this ugly brown color, kind of like what you're seeing here. There's palm trees all over the place. You can see a couple of kitchen staff often doing a little cooking. One of them, who seems to be the main cook, is a lizard man. It's a little lizard folk man. He's got a turban on. He's a little muscular. Every time he speaks, you can kind of feel it like reverberating through your body. So his voice is like deep. Yeah. I can't say that word right now.
Reverberating. There we go.
Reverberating. Yeah.
I heard you say revertebrate, and then I was like, I couldn't say it.
Yeah, so you hear him giving orders, barking out orders to the other two cooks. They don't look like they're stressed or anything. You just hear him go, make sure you turn that margarita 3 times around. You know how he likes it. And the woman, she's an Asimar. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
She, unlike in the picture, she has her hair tied back. It's dark. Her eyes glowing as she rushes off to stir the margarita 3 times. And you notice she's doing it very slowly to make sure that she does it. And then you hear the lizard man yell off to the little dwarf and make sure to get that fire turned. We need to make sure it's extra crispy. Yes, sir. And then after that, the lizard man rushes over to the very larger furnace off to the side, and he starts stuffing it full of food, pulling food off. He puts it all on a cart, And none of them have even noticed that you're there. They're just working meticulously.
But the lizard guy looks like he's the one who's like in charge of the kitchen.
Yeah, he's got on top of his turban, he's got a giant ass chef hat.
Is there a rat under it?
Not that you can see.
Can I insight to see if there's a rat under his hat? No, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Don't be.
Yeah, this whole time Klaus has actually just been piloted by a rat in his hair.
I knew it. I got those vibes.
He's got that 3 rats in a trench coat vibe. Okay. So I think Klaus is going to approach the lizard folk man and just kind of clear his throat a little bit and be like, excuse me, chef.
Yes. What can I do you for? You're Sir
my
Klaus.
name is Klaus. Just Klaus is fine. Titles are, not... Anyway, I have been sent here on behalf of Gabriel. He wanted me to check on how things are going for the dinner preparation, specifically the king's... he pulls the list out of his pocket and looks at it and goes, very dry chicken and disgusting drink.
Yes, we are just finishing up. I'm so sorry for the delay, Sir Klaus. I mean, Miss
Oh,
Klaus.
no delay. No delay. I came, actually, to, offer my assistance if there was anything you needed extra help with, or sous chef work that needed to be done, anything like that. I'm at your disposal.
As you say that, both of the other chefs slowly turn from their tasks to look at you. And all 3 of them are looking absolutely dumbfounded. Like you've just said the most weirdest thing they've ever heard in their life. You
Weirdest. Not worse. They're not offended. They're just confused.
Yeah. Like they're all
Okay.
almost the same exact level of confusion. You've got 5 heads or something.
Okay.
You want
I,
to help us?
If you are requiring it, I certainly don't want to step on anyone's toes, but,
No.
you've got quite an operation going here. I thought you might could use an extra set of hands.
Yes, we've just never had anybody offer help before. It's always been the 3 of us.
Well, in that case, does it look like, so we know what the king's eating. He's got his fucking chicken nuggets and cheesy potatoes. What are they preparing for everyone else?
So you can see on the cart behind them, they've got a bunch of wines and ales, and then there's a giant turkeys. There's a whole pig that's sitting inside the oven right here. Over to the side over here, you see that they've got little soups being made. And then up here, she's over preparing salads. So it's a whole bunch of different kind of things.
Cool. What about dessert? Is there a dessert looking anything?
There is no dessert in sight.
Okay. What about dessert? Could I perhaps handle that?
We've never served dessert before.
Really?
Mr.
Well,
Klaus.
my good man. Klaus kind of claps a hand on the lizard folk's back. And he says, well, my good man, let me shine then. And he's gonna go and find, okay, I'm gonna take stock. What do they have right now? Do they have, flour and butter and eggs and all of the basic shit?
Yes. And so here's what we'll do. First, we're going to roll investigation to make sure you find all of the ingredients you need. Mm-hmm. So why don't you roll me that first?
Investigation, let's see. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my god. You find every ingredient you need and then some. You find so many good ingredients. You find fancy ingredients. You even find a stockpile of old cake mix that they had that they just left.
Oh, I'm not fucking around with cake mix, please.
Yeah, you just find a bunch of extra stuff. Like all of their sweet stuff was in a little cabinet, and it looks
You
like
found their true Swiss chocolate.
Yes, you did, and you even found some chocolate.
Hell yeah.
Swiss kind.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. What kind of fruit do they have?
I'll leave that up to you. I'll leave that to whatever kind of cake you're trying to make, and then we'll.
This isn't. Well, it's a cake. He is making a cake, a type of cake.
Yeah.
So he's going to do. Do you know what a pavlova is?
No, but I'll look it up.
It's a giant meringue, basically. He's making a giant meringue cake that's topped with whipped cream and fruit.
Okay.
So that's egg whites, sugar, a little bit of cream of tartar, and then cream, heavy cream, and more sugar whipped together. And then the fruit he's going to decorate it with. Do they have like? Let's see, because the pavlova itself is really sweet, so it goes best with like a tangier fruit, not necessarily like a citrus tang, but like.
Maybe like a pineapple?
It looks good.
Maybe pineapple could work. Yeah, like
Maybe
tropical fruits tend to go. Kiwi fruit I've done on a pavlova before.
Yes. So with your 20 investigation, you will find all of those ingredients.
Excellent. Raspberries. What about raspberries? So he's gonna decorate it kind of. Actually, no. I like the pineapple idea. He's gonna cut like as the pavlova is baking and he's made the whipped the cream to go on top of it. He's gonna cut the pineapple into like star shapes, and he's gonna have it kind of decoratively arranged over the top of the pavlova. And then he's gonna brush the pineapple with like orange juice, like a blood orange juice or something like that, or like pomegranate juice or something to make the color stand out a little bit more. So you've got the white of the cream and then the like starburst of the pineapple on it. So it's like very obvious. And then with all of the egg yolks that he used the whites from, he's gonna make custard. So he gets like vanilla bean custard, and is like slowly simmering that over the stove with the egg whites and milk. And that's gonna go as like an accompaniment to creme brulee. He's making creme brulee. So he makes he finds a bunch of little dishes, and he dishes the custard out into it, tops it with sugar, and then he doesn't want to do it too soon, so he gives very specific instructions. Now, when this is about to be served, come find me, and I will add the final touch.
Yes, Mr. Klaus. I mean, Klaus.
Yes, please. Just
Yes,
call
chef.
me Klaus.
Yes,
Yeah,
chef.
he's going full the bear on this.
Please, chef.
Yes, chef.
Heard, chef.
I'm just letting you know this is how they're talking from now on.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, good.
Heard,
Beautiful.
chef.
Where's the
You got it,
fucking
chef.
chicken?
You idiot sandwich!
That's just.
I
this
am
is
an idiot
raw.
sandwich.
This is raw.
bloody raw! Fucking punches it and eviscerates it. God damn it.
Yeah, so he's made pavlova with pineapple on top and creme brulee.
Oh, wonderful. So,
Wow, anything else that you don't want to brag about?
Listen, he'll make an appetizer too if they want to let him.
Oh, you should try it.
Look.
You should just do it because you have extra time.
these people will let you do
Canapes,
anything
yeah.
you want in this kitchen. You are like the bee's knees to them right now.
I imagine they're all like watching Klaus very intently as he's cooking and like taking mental notes and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wondering why he offered to cook too.
Oh, yeah.
Klaus is gonna write down the recipes for them for everything that he's making.
They are definitely all taking notes. Which I am trying to find where I put this. The next. Okay, while that is happening, we're gonna go over to Westra. So I'll
hello.
find my map I had.
Ah, I remember that fucking face.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
Yeah, I do.
grapes.
The rest of us supposed to be able to see anything on here? Because it's just a black screen for me.
Hold on.
Same.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Since lighting's not important here.
Mm-mm.
Not anymore.
Irving,
at least.
before we start this interaction, can you please refresh my memory on my history with this guy? Because it has been a very long time, and I, personally, Haley, not Westra, Haley has a terrible memory.
It is okay.
I have no idea who that is.
Well, the last time you guys interacted with Chris Columbus, he was trying to take over and become the new king of the palace. So he had been summoning a bunch of monsters to attack the city. In fact, when you guys first got there to this realm, a giant scorpion attacked the city. And that is when you guys met Chris and both Columbus, the king. And
Yes.
so you guys overthrew him, and then it turns out he was actually working with
Walker, right?
Yep, Andromeda
Yeah.
and Walker.
Yep.
Surprise.
And by that, then that is when you guys left them after you defeated him to go and chase after them.
Follow them through their portal that they had created, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Silas was there at the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who else was there?
It was Silas, Westra, Jeremy,
Retro.
and Retro.
I was gonna say.
And
Jeremy. Yes. Our
This-
fairy
Jeremy?
that was Taylor's other character.
Okay. I was about to say,
It
Penn
was
wasn't
more-
here for this.
It was more
No.
charisma based.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was Hadley. You were going to play in this realm. You were gonna play as Penn, but I think you had something else
Right.
going on, and so you didn't join it. I don't think you joined until like when you brought in Klaus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I may have done like one session as Penn because I have a distinct memory of saying that he was off chasing a cat somewhere, and like at some point, he
Yes.
wasn't
That
back
was
in
no.
after the
That
cat.
was during the whole situation with the queen. That was in the material realm.
Oh,
With that
okay.
whole thing with the queen, the Fey queen, trying to invade. Right,
Really?
Irving?
I believe so. That I do have. I did have Penn on this schedule to be in this campaign.
Yeah.
Like when I first did my notes, he's there, and then
Yeah.
I think something happened.
He got tossed off the ship. That's what it was.
Oh
That sounds right. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, that's a complete sidebar, but yeah.
R.I.P.
Anyway,
Penn.
continue.
But yeah, that's
Brown, he's just chilling with some dolphins somewhere.
just
Probably.
hanging out.
He's
Fucking love
unkillable
Penn.
because he's too dumb to die.
Ugh.
That sounds exactly right. But yes, that is what happened. You guys beat his ass, and then they arrested him afterwards.
Yep.
Rad. Well done,
And
everybody.
so Bose was already the king, and so Chris
Mhm.
was trying to overthrow his father.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Patricide.
So Bose is just still the king.
Yes.
I always knew we could not trust Christopher Columbus.
Wow, I remember.
Surprise.
A guy named Christopher Columbus turned out to be an asshole? Oh my god, what a shock. What a plot twist.
What a twist.
What a twist.
And Westra, you walk down into the familiar jail cell. You notice that it is properly lit as opposed to how it was before. All of the jail cells are empty except for one. Inside of it, you see your old friend Chris Columbus, which I'll blow him up so you guys can really, really take in his that face again.
His smug expression.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks a lot worse than he did the last time you were here. All of his jewelry has been stripped off of him. He's just in a Prince Eric type shirt that's looks like it's been stepped on, and his face it looks
he's
all
hot
beat
in a
up.
different way.
He's hot in a different way now. His clothes are a little
no.
ripped. And he kind of just looks up at you, and you could tell he's not been sleeping well here, but he smiles a very, very smug smile when he sees you. Wow, you're back.
Yes, I'd heard they were keeping vermin down here, so I thought I'd come inspect the cages to make sure they were locked tight.
Oh, they're all locked very well, thanks to you and your motley crew.
Me? Ouch. You hear in the background.
Not my finest work, but it'll have to do. She like looks over the door as if she's like making sure it's like all fully in place.
As you get a little closer, he leans into the door. Oh, what brings you back here so soon?
That's really none of your business, now is it?
Oh, come on. What's a couple chat between friends?
We are not friends. The moment you aligned yourself with Walker, you sealed that fate.
Walker. He said that'd be the only thing you could talk about. Nice guy. Wish he was here now. See that lovely face of yours.
Oh, I would love to see him as well. The moment I can catch him and get my hands around his throat, the better I will be.
You know, it's so funny. You're so bent up on Walker, and he doesn't even remember you exist. Crazy.
He does now.
Does he? He's off doing big boy things and chasing off after vampires, and here you are chasing after him.
If you are trying to get under my skin, scum, you're going to have to try harder than that.
Oh, I don't have to do anything. You do it to yourself. Look at you. He kind of very noticeably looks at your burnt side. I don't have to say anything.
She raises an eyebrow and goes, "You act as if I did this to myself."
No, but it's too bad the other side doesn't match.
You are very lucky. There are bars between us. I would gladly give you a punch in the face just like I did a few months ago. I'm certain you remember how that felt.
Oh, I do. I still have some of the marks to remind me. He motions towards the very prominent bruise he has on his cheek.
Good. Then you know an ounce of how I feel bearing my marks that Walker gave me, both physical and not.
There's nothing you can do to me that he won't do to you tenfold.
You act as if you know him. He used you as a stepping stone to get what he wanted. I'm sure his whole plan the entire time was never truly aid you in what you were hoping for. His whole goal was probably to get you into this cell.
Yes, that is probably so, but he did help me with a couple of things. He taught me some stuff. Thing or two about you.
And why would you have any benefit for it to have information about me?
For the chance that you'd come here. You see, Walker's not the only person I've been working with. He kind of leans back against the wall and you see his eyes start to turn red.
What are you implying?
Roll me an insight check.
Bro, is he a vampire?
Yeah, he might be a vampire. Well, thank God insight's a good one. Come on, Dice. Be nice to me.
Come on,
Be nice
Westra.
to me. Let's fucking
Yeah,
go.
yeah, buddy.
With the 26 insight, this man is 100% a vampire.
Ooh.
You can see
Well,
that
lucky for him, we're in a very sunny area.
Yeah, right? She kind of huffs like a laugh of disbelief. You're also working with Claudius, aren't you?
Oh yes, you see, Claudius, he hates the man Walker is with, and while that means nothing to me, becoming a vampire, now that's true power.
Yes. She gestures with her hands towards, the whole environment that
What
he's
does she
in.
do?
What?
Listen, Zach isn't here. I can
It
say
wasn't
that
me
word.
this time! It wasn't me!
I'm allowed to say that word. He's not
To be
here.
fair, I am a different Zach.
I know
true.
you are.
Yeah.
I thought you were better than this.
I
For
just
the
want y'all to
proxy
know
Zach.
that somewhere in the world, Zach is like looking around like, oh, why does my head itch?
Zach's sneezing and his ears are ringing.
Yep.
Mhm.
He's like,
I feel suddenly very self-satisfied, but I don't know why.
I'm very proud of whoever just made me feel this.
Yep.
Oh my
No,
god. Okay.
As you gesture to around the room, he very quickly appears in front of you,
My fucking god.
and he just
Gee.
he,
Oh, like outside of the bars.
yeah,
Yes.
he just missed
Ugh.
out of the bars and comes right to you and just goes, "This isn't keeping me here," and then he goes right back inside.
She like stumbles back half a step and like readies her fist when he gets that close to her, and then as he mists back into the room, she lowers it and goes, "What do you have to gain by staying here?"
I'm waiting for my savior. And as he
Your
says that, he waves his arms out and circles a bit as he stares up into the ceiling. I was gonna say sky, but I'm like, there's no sky here.
Yeah. Your savior. You mean your master?
Yes.
You're nothing but a vampire spawn.
That's totally fine by me. You see, when he finally rids the 9 realms of the sun, vampires will reign supreme.
Also, Asterion is just a vampire spawn, and he's pretty cool.
He is pretty nifty.
So, wait, Irving, this is new information, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, wait, this is juicy goss right here. Okay.
Keep him talking.
Yeah.
This dude will fucking talk about anything that is self-centered enough. Just like keep him talking.
Clearly. Is that his goal? And here, this time, I just thought he was doing it for fun.
You silly girl, you know nothing of Lord Claudius's plans. He will rid the world of that disgusting sun, and we will reign supreme over you and every disobedient being in this world and these 9 realms. He like
So
leans
what, he
against
just-
the jail cell.
So what? He just told you to sit here and be a good little pup until he returned for you. As if you believe that he's actually going to fetch you from this place?
Oh, he will. I know my lord will come and save me.
Claudius
Unfortunately,
doesn't give a shit about you.
yes, well, thanks to you and those runts you keep coming around, I can't leave this jail cell anyway. He points to the
Why is
little.
that?
He points to the chest against the wall here,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna be a hard one for Westra. But roll me an Arcana check.
Oof.
You can do it. We believe in you.
Whoop whoop.
15, you know?
Okay.
That's not fucking bad for Westra.
Yes. So you notice that there is a divine rune set on the chest, and it's set to like keep him in here. So
Got it. So he can leave his cell, but not the prison.
yes. So which you can infer is they know he's a vampire.
Okay. She looks at the chest and she looks at him and goes, "Is it the rune that's keeping you here, or is the rune keeping something inside of the chest?"
No, it's for little old me. Once Claudius visited me, they realized what he'd done. He points to the 2 puncture wounds in his neck,
Mm-hmm.
and they implemented that there. So now I am here.
Hoping that your vampire lord will come rescue you, as if you aren't some useless rat that he just used as a pawn for whatever it is he's trying to do.
No, Lord Claudius is very protective of his vampires. You see, they're the only thing he has left. He loves us all, and he will come for us. And you.
Oh. So, if I were to say kill you, it would anger him.
He would be furious. He would cut your neck, and then while you're bleeding out on the ground, he'd burn you. Just like Walker.
Rude.
Your words do not hurt me, unfortunately. I know you have all of these hopes to get under my skin or bother me, but Unfortunately for you, you are worthless to me. Just as you are worthless to your oh so loving lord.
Oh,
We'll
Brutal.
see, Westra. We'll see who has the last laugh when my lord brings me up from this terrible castle and these ugly, inferior beings. You'll see me standing by his side, ready to kill you.
What's one more lamb to the slaughter? As long as I get my vengeance, I don't care how many I have to kill, including vampire spawn. And she like slides his plate. She kicks his plate of food like under the little slot in the door and goes, "Not sure why they're bringing you this if they know what you are."
Blood. He motions down at the plate that you just kicked, and it's all just raw meat.
Ah,
Like, it looks like this is fresh off of the press raw meat.
I'll enjoy. Because you won't get too many more meals, I'm certain.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see, Westra. He just,
She turns.
yeah, you can go.
Yeah, she turns her back and she heads out.
And as you're leaving, you just hear him go, "Remember me, Westra."
I try not to.
Yeah, we're gonna move on over. God, there's no vision here either. Hold on. Gonna go to our training montage. So, Huntix and Retro, we're gonna focus on Huntix, obviously. You guys go
Yeah.
off into a different corridor from everybody else after you've dropped off Westra and Bones has gone off on his way. He leads you into a bunch of corridors about the opposite direction of everybody else. You go downstairs and you start going into the deeper parts of the palace until you're brought out into a very large area. There's a bunch of soldiers standing around.
I want to see if I can remember like the directions that we take.
Oh, you remember half of them. But just halfway through, you get a little distracted, and Retro has to keep you back on track.
Sounds about right.
And as you guys enter into this giant room, all of the soldiers, they see you guys and then quickly get into formation. And Gabriel, he puts a hand to his chest, and then they all follow suit, and then he quickly goes to the side. Everyone, this is Sir Huntix and Lady Retro. They will be helping with training today. And they all just start mingling about themselves as they look up at you guys, and all of them look like they are in awe. They look up to you guys. You guys, they look like they're looking at they're meeting their heroes right now.
I get it. I am pretty cool.
So Sir Huntix is gonna teach you guys a thing or two, I think. And he backs up and then kind of motions for you to go forward as everybody stands in attention waiting for you.
I'm going to look and be like, I didn't know I was teaching a lesson. I shall teach you guys the importance of pounce.
Sir, what if I already know that? Yeah, I hear the guy in the back speak up.
Do you know how to pounce like Leonin?
No.
I suggest you shut the fuck up.
Yes, sir.
Fuck off, sir.
And then I'm going to show them the a huge pounce, the importance of a pounce by using athletics. I don't want to actually use all my stuff.
Well, sir. Oh my god.
Oh, look at
Jesus
that!
Christ, is that a
Holy shit.
35?
Holy
What the
shit!
shit?
So you literally put everything you had into your strength, and you dump-statted everything else.
He put his whole fucking lionessy into this.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ!
You showed them the most glorious, powerful, intimidating, beautiful pounce they've ever seen. They learned from it. They watched it so well. All of them can do the same. They are now
yeah.
all pouncing all over the place.
It was such a perfect form. It was just
This
so
is-
beautiful. It was easy to master watching him do it.
I like to
Have
imagine
fun.
that the guards are now just like pouncing around like a bunch of
I
cats.
know.
Dude,
me
they're just
too.
playing fucking cats in there.
Oh,
And
fuck, that's
Gabriel
great.
is also amazed. If he didn't think you were a hero before, he 100% does now.
I now understand why Huntix is part of the team.
Shit, yeah, with a plus 15 athletics, Jesus.
A fucking barbarian life.
Master Huntix, Master
I
Huntix.
do my best skill.
All of them just start chanting Master Huntix to you over and over. Can you teach us anything else, Master Huntix? As you start to think about it, Gabriel kind of steps up. Now, let's give Master Huntix a break. He's taught us enough. Master Huntix, why don't we let them learn that? Keep learning that for a bit, and let's start to go the other way, back to the rest of the people. I think they've got it now.
Okay, that's a weird way to say let's go.
And so
And we walk together.
he starts to lead you guys out, and as you guys are heading up the stairs, he kind of turns to you and Retro and go, "Have you guys ever heard of the Legion before?"
I'm going to look, ponder very deeply, look at him confidently, and say, nope.
Well, I guess that's no surprise. They're kind of a secret organization, but I think you'd be a shoo-in with them. They've been looking for recruits.
Why are they secret?
Well, they kind of help protect the Nine Realms, but they've not been doing a lot lately. I don't know what's happening.
Well, apparently they're not doing a great job of it then, if there's a whole fucking war happening.
Ooh. True.
Got him.
They've been they go throughout, make sure that anybody that's not supposed to be there isn't there. But I was supposed to hear back from them and join them, but I haven't heard back. I don't know what's happening.
Generally, that means that you got rejected, bro.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
Have some tact, Huntix. Jesus.
Wow.
Huntix doesn't know what tact is.
No.
True that.
He's just telling it as Huntix knows.
yeah, I guess you're right. Why would they want me? Yeah, you're right. But you would do great. I feel like they need a guy like you.
What do you mean, a guy like me? Is it because I'm Leonin? Do they not have Leonin?
I don't think that's just someone who gets this amazing teacher like that, and you're so strong. Like, you would definitely be great there.
Yeah, I'm pretty strong. But I don't know what you mean by teacher. I've never taught anyone in my life.
As you say that, he kind of looks behind you at the soldiers that are pouncing all over the place. Yeah. No, I'm sorry, I'm mistaken. But you're definitely incredible. And if you want, I can put a word in for you. Maybe they'll hire you. Bring you in.
sounds like it might be fun.
Yeah.
Maybe after we kill Walker. Still trying to learn his name. I just know him as Tabaxi.
Walker. That's the guy that
Is
helped
Walker
Chris.
a tabaxi? I thought he was a human.
No, Huntix also has history with Walker.
Oh, okay.
Mhm,
Because
mhm.
Walker's a shapeshifter, so he presented himself as a tabaxi for
Crafty little fucker.
Yes, he is.
I only make villains of the toppest tier, okay? I exist
And-
exclusively making just great villains.
Mhm,
And it
Maddie-
worked out well.
Take your trust and then completely destroy it.
Yeah.
He's a great shapeshifter. I was able to easily incorporate him into my stories. My
Boom.
story.
mhm, mhm.
I don't have multiple stories, sorry.
You do now.
Yep.
But as you say that name, Gabriel, like, kind of crunches up. That guy. I briefly saw him one day. Him and the vampire woman came back for Chris, and they tried to kill him, but it didn't work. They saw us because we heard a commotion, and that's when we discovered. He kind of looks at Retro, since Retro knows him. We discovered that he was a vampire. Which I don't know when that would have happened, but he was here about a week or two ago, actually.
Was.
Walker's a vampire?
No,
No.
Chris.
Okay,
So
sorry.
he's traveling
make
with. Okay, this
With-
is totally like out of character, obviously, but
Yeah, that's why I actually was also asking.
so that they came back to kill him.
Yes. So what they're saying is Andromeda and Walker came back to kill Chris, but they couldn't.
Andromeda is
They
the
couldn't invent
vampire
the
lady,
vampire.
right? Who's based off
Yes.
of Big Tits Big E.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We love
Yes.
Big Tits McGee, our favorite character.
Lady Dimitrescu.
Who the fuck?
Yes, that one. Thank you. Big Tits Big E.
No, Big
Oh,
Tits McGee.
that Big Tits McGee. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any other Big Tits McGee?
Well,
I don't know. Listen,
Well-
there's a lot of big titty characters in vampire mythology. You're
Yes,
gonna have
there
to be more specific.
True that.
but yes, he's saying that they came back to kill him, but when the guards and everyone heard the commotion, the two ran off. And that's when he got a really good look at our old Walker friend.
Huntix, you should ask where they ran off to.
Yep.
Where did they run off to?
I heard them say something about needing to meet an old friend.
Do you know whose friend it is?
No, unfortunately, they told me that
Did
they're.
you see where they went?
Well, they
Did
walked
they
into.
smell?
No. They walked into a portal and I got a look into it, and all I saw was darkness. Dead trees and everything.
They're going to the Shadow Realm. They're in the Shadow Realm. We need to go to the
Yeah.
Shadow Realm right now.
Oh, we
Yep.
also need to. Sorry, we also. Also, do you want to fight a basilisk with us?
I wish I could, Sir Huntix, Master Huntix, Mr. Huntix.
Sir Master Huntix is just fine.
Yes, Sir Master Huntix. But I can't. I have to make sure that the Elven Queen doesn't attack here. I have to make sure everything's safe.
Do you have someone who can see it past today?
I wish we had more guards in
Okay.
general.
Well, no, I'm talking about like someone who can actually see it, like to pass like tomorrow. There's a special word. I've never been taught it.
No?
Oh, only we had a way to figure that out.
Sorry, I wish I could be of more help to you guys. Um,
Is there anyone who might be able to help us get to this dark place?
um, no, I don't think so. It kind of tilts his head as he says that, like he's confused about your question.
I'm gonna look at him as he's looking at me, and also be very confused because I don't know what he's looking at me for.
So this moment is just and he looked at me, and I looked at him.
I was just
No,
thinking that in my
he looked at
head.
me. I know.
Yes, let's literally go at that right now. Patrick really has no idea what's going on.
Context just
Like,
confused himself.
Patrick used confusion.
It
Oh
was-
no, it backfired.
Oh no.
He hurt himself in his confusion. And now Gabriel has also hit himself in his own confusion. Maybe we
And now
should
we walk.
go
Can we
back.
go see Westra?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Maybe he knows more about the Dark Shadow Realm. That you called it the Dark Realm.
Yeah. He says as you guys continue off. And now, give me 1 second to get. We're gonna circle on back to our old friend Bones.
Bonesy boy.
Boop boop.
And
Why is that so hard?
hold on. There we go. So you're starting to do your rounds for Gabriel. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. You cross over to the library, and no one's in there. As you were told, not very surprising. Nobody visits there anymore since the guard started. You go past all of the where all of the students have been sleeping when they're here and enrolled in here. You go back to the front of the palace, and nothing. It seems like it's a very boring thing here. You almost get too bored until you circle back to where you find the two other elves that were there again, and they're still being dramatic and talking to each other. They haven't moved much since you've been here. It's probably been about 2 or 3 hours since you guys first came here. After a couple of minutes, they look at you as you walk by. They smile and smile very dramatically, like almost like they want you to come closer to them.
Oh no. Can I roll insight to vibe check this?
Yes. So with the 17 insight, it sounds they're giving off this vibe that they want to know something that you know. Like they're trying to be
Nosy.
yeah. They're being nosy catties.
Oh, so they really don't want to talk to me. They just want to know what I know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I don't want to talk to them then. So, no thanks. Is there anybody else, literally anyone else, that like looks particularly, I don't know, interesting, out of place, like would be an interesting target of conversation, or maybe just looks a little questionable?
Let me do something real quick. Get these walls to. Okay. So there's still the two guards here who look the exact same. They haven't moved since the last time you were here. There's a little corridor in the back behind them that you could potentially go through, or you can go upstairs in this direction, because right now it looks like there's only these 4 guards in this room.
Uh-huh.
so it doesn't look like anybody else is around. And from what you can tell, they don't shift shifts. So
Yeah.
all of these people have basically been here since you have been here.
Okay. Have I been upstairs at all?
You were here a little bit when you guys re-met up with Gabriel, because this is the area he was talking in, but you didn't go
Uh-huh.
much further than that.
Okay, then I'll go that way.
All right.
Those two are actively waving at Bones. Bones takes one look at them and just turns and walks away.
Pretty much.
Excuse me. All right.
If he can avoid conversation like that, he will.
Putting lanterns all over the place.
Is anybody else getting dynamic lighting on the screen?
Yes. You should. Yes. You guys can't see anything. Alright, so Bones, you enter the next room, and you can see there's still a set number of guards in here. All of them are just standing around looking like they're watching the place. All of them look relatively around the same age. And
Okay.
none of them look like they're out of place. They all look like they're kind of bored.
Okay. Do any of them look like particularly fidgety, maybe?
No, it's more like they feel it. Probably an insight check. Oh,
Shit.
you don't notice a thing about any of these people. They just look tired.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Then we're just gonna pick the first guard that he comes across, which is this person right here.
All right, so let's go ahead and you guys can see who this is. That's an elf woman. She looks very bored. Like she almost doesn't want to be there, and she's making it very well known that she doesn't want to be there with her face. As you walk up to her, she very slowly turns to you and goes, "Yeah."
Hi, I'm just doing any rounds. Anything to report?
No, there's never anything to report around here.
You sound particularly bored.
Nothing's ever going on around here. It's not like the material realm, or the fire realm for that matter.
Well, I heard there was a lot of a commotion in the last couple of weeks, though.
Yeah, I guess if you count the snake thing. Not sure.
The what thing?
The snake thing, you know, the big old basilisk.
Yeah, that thing. Annoying, right?
Yeah, I wish somebody would get rid of it already.
Oh my god, but like, what if I did?
Yo, that'd be so sick.
Wouldn't it be, though? Like, he's getting kind of into it at this point. He looks at her and he goes, but like, if we did get rid of it, where would we find the thing to, like, off it or whatever?
So, like, I hear, this is like a rumor or whatever, I hear it's at the bottom of that new canyon. Yes, it's like all the way at the bottom. I'd be careful though, it gets pretty dark.
It's pretty dark. Okay. Also, like, not to add on to it, how did the rumors say how to, like, kill the thing?
Now, I saw that there was a book in the library that mentioned some kid did it before, and it doesn't really say much about it, but, you know, we've never fought a basilisk or had one around here, so this is, like, new. Still
Okay.
really a drag, though, because we can't even
Super
go fight
drag.
it.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
it's
like,
the
you get
fucking
it.
worst. Oh my god, totally. Goodbye. And he just like walks off. Yeah, she's as helpful as she could possibly be. He does not want to stand around to talk any longer. So he's talking to her. Does anybody seem to like pay attention with him talking with her? Like, does anybody seem particularly interested?
They all look at you, but it's more out of a confusion more than anything, and none of them look like they want to talk to you. And at the same time, they're all like, "What about the basilisk? You're going to kill the basilisk?" Like, kind of like that kind of look.
Right. Okay. We'll just walk over to this guy because he looks close.
All right. So, you walk up to this tiny little dwarf. He stares up at you and kind of gives you a little questioning look, like, and he tilts his head, and as he looks up as you walk closer, you're gonna kill the basilisk. Is that what you said?
If it was, what's it to you?
He looks up at you, and he looks behind you at the lady dwarf. I'm sorry, not dwarf. The lady elf you just left, and you turn around to see what he's looking at, and she's just nodding. And then as you both turn around to look at each other, he goes, You're the heroes."
The what?
The ones that Gabriel keeps speaking about. He said there were heroes here, and it's you. And as he says that, and you're like, standing there questioning him, and he looks behind you and goes, "Guys, it's the hero!" And all the other guards kind of like, or the other three, look at each other, and they start looking a little happy, like a little hopeful.
Oh. Okay. And so as everybody kind of congregates, he nods and he says, "Yes, we have been working with Gabriel. I know there's probably only just a lot of rumors. We are going to try to take out and handle the basilisk situation. But is there any other information you have on how to fight or kill the basilisk? I mean, we're going in with the knowledge of some rumors, but it doesn't hurt to have all of the information we can."
Yes. So, the elven man directly behind you, he kind of tilts his head and he scratches his head a little bit. It's like, "No, we've never actually fought a basilisk before, so there's not a lot of information on them here. The only thing we have are the stories from Orpheus, which who knows if that's true, those damn bards."
Have any of you ever seen anybody ever get cursed by Aphrodite before?
Aphrodite, huh? Yeah, like, I knew a guy once who said that he was more pretty than Aphrodite, and he got cursed.
Well, that is unfortunate.
Yeah, I knew a lady who, she says she was more beautiful than Aphrodite, and she didn't get cursed.
Interesting.
Whoa.
So it seems like this out of character. So it seems like she kind of is. It's either choosy or it's like dependent on who they talk to. They get cursed, from what I'm kind of understanding.
Could be also someone's intent, like how much they actually mean it.
Yeah, true. Okay. Does anyone know where I could find some information about breaking curses?
Well, have you checked the library?
Sure have, my friend. Sure have.
Oh, that's where all of our knowledge has been.
There's nobody in town that maybe seems a little strange, that maybe might have some knowledge that nobody can really explain.
No, the last visitors that we've ever had here were. It was a little bit after you guys came. There was this very large vampire woman and a drow. They came in to attack the king's son in the cells, but other than that, everybody tends to stick to themselves. We don't get
Was
visitors.
anyone else injured in the attack?
No, they were only attacking the prince. Well, ex-prince, I guess you could say. And then they immediately left.
Okay. Out of character, am I asking, am I, missing questions here? Because I feel like I'm trying to grill them about the same information and, nobody knows anything different. I'm just trying to think of, if there's literally anything else I can ask them.
Why don't you ask them about the time frame of the stuff that's been happening?
Do you mean, in terms of, the basilisk and things?
So, one of the guys said that Aphrodite didn't curse somebody. But with everybody that you guys have talked to, she's never not cursed somebody.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, then I guess that's, his next question is, well, how long ago do you know those people that were cursed? When did that all come about?
Let's see. It was before Chris was put into prison, so about a month and a half ago, really. Thank you.
Okay, so... So...
7 up.
Oh
7
my god, I
up.
feel so stupid. So, okay.
So I'll give you this. Roll me a history check. I'll give you advantage.
Oh, thank god.
So with the
Bones
14, about exactly a month ago, is when you guys first entered the water realm.
Okay.
And almost immediately after that, you met somebody.
Manuela?
Was it Manuela?
It was Manuela.
Oh shit, is Manuela Aphrodite?
Yeah, I think that's what we were. Yeah.
So when when Aphrodite became Manuela, that's when people stopped getting cursed.
It's when Aphrodite became Manuela.
Right, and that's
Yeah.
when other people, when they said, oh, I'm more beautiful than Aphrodite, stopped getting... Okay, got it.
Got it.
Yep, there we go. Alright, it's clicking. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much else I can think of to ask. Bones kind of says thanks and kind of says thank you for the information, but kind of wants to shuffle on along.
Can I get your autograph?
My what?
Yeah, if you could just she pulls out her shield. Could you just sign right there, and make sure to say, "Thanks, Mel. You're the best," and Dion, you're a loser.
Does she hand him a pen or something?
Yeah, she pulls out a little marker.
He writes no and then walks away.
Oh man. All right.
Yeah.
Which I don't believe I missed anybody.
Oh, I think we're all covered.
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
that's everybody.
Which will lead us back into this area. Klaus, you're getting ready to... You're finishing up your desserts, and as you're doing that, the lizard folk man looks up at you and goes, "Oh, it's almost time. Dinner should be starting soon."
Excellent. So you know what part of the dinner dessert goes in, right?
No.
Yes, that's what I thought. So after you serve the main course, when everyone's done with it, then you bring out dessert. Dessert's the last thing.
The last thing. Okay. All right.
But remember, come get me before you dish out dessert, so that I can finish the creme brulee.
So you can finish. Okay, the creme brulee. Okay.
They're trying.
Yes.
They're doing their best.
Yes, chef.
Heard, chef.
Bird chef.
Cousin, I swear to God.
Cousin, I swear.
Cousin.
All right, so everybody has started to get herded into this little overlooking area that kind of looks over the parts of the palace. Right in front of it is, and I'll move you over here too, Klaus. You get ushered over into the area, and it's overlooking a nice little pond, fountain. It's another fountain that has the statue of Aphrodite, and this time, Klaus, you notice the whip that's in her hand, and you put together that she had a whip in the image before, and that maybe this whip has something to do with Aphrodite, because this is the second time you've seen it. And as you guys are ushered over, Gabriel brings in. Why is Bones the only one who's smaller than everybody else?
Tiny boy.
Every time I add him in, he's the smallest person. But
Just a little guy.
excuse me. But as you guys get seated, Gabriel doesn't take a seat. He kind of leans next to the railing, next to you guys, and he's just put his hands behind his back and had looked very professional as he just stands in attention at you guys as you're taking your seats.
Klaus looks at him and says, "Are you not going to join us?"
I need to wait for the king to take his seat.
Well,
And courtly rules.
do I have any indication of where he's gonna sit when he does sit down?
He'll either sit right here or here. On one of these.
Sorry, can you do that
I
again?
didn't see indications anywhere.
Hold on.
Yeah, me either.
I'm in the wrong layer. Okay, so he's either gonna sit in one of these two seats or the one right there.
Okay.
Okay, so here, we're here. One of them next to Klaus is the point.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Good.
Wait, so we're at the table getting ready for dinner?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna see. Oh, I very perceive, so I'm not going to sit in the king's chair.
You do figure out that you are not sitting in his chair.
I was
Come on,
going to sit there if I was low enough. I would have just sat there and waited till the king came. Did have a plan.
Well, what you guys do, you're waiting for the king to come in. There's no indication of when he's getting there.
I'm going to look at the group and say, Gabriel has found, and I'm going to point at him, has found that our friend has went to the Shadow Realm.
A friend.
Our friend, Walker.
Walker's in the Shadow Realm right now.
That's
How
what
did you
Gabriel
find that
told
out?
me. Gabriel told me.
Gabriel, you knew this.
I didn't know who Walker was, but yes, he attacked Chris a couple of weeks ago, and when I came to see what the commotion was, I could see darkness in the realm they were going to.
Because I have a teeny tiny pea brain. Chris didn't mention that to me, right?
No.
No, I didn't think he did. She goes, why wouldn't he have told me that? He loved to dangle everything else in front of my face.
Who's Chris? I'm going to look at Westra.
Chris is the denounced prince that we dethroned, who decided to side with Walker and Malin and or whatever his name is, Omicron Persei 8.
Yes, I'm glad that we dethroned them.
I don't know why I can never remember his fucking name.
Which is funny because you got it right the first time.
It was
It's-
Malin?
Malin.
Malin? He sided with those demons, thinking he would gain something from it. Just so you're all aware, apparently, and she leans to look over at Gabriel and goes, another thing Gabriel decided to not share with us, Chris is a vampire turned by Claudius, the exact vampire we're trying to take down.
I'm going to look at Westra and go, actually, Gabriel told me that one.
She kind of scoffs and goes, so you're just keeping things from me now, I see.
To be fair, he's not keeping it from me, and I tell everyone.
I didn't mean to. There's so much happening. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
I'm busting your balls. Relax.
I'm sorry. He kind of deflates as he says it.
So, the prince is a vampire, and he believes that Claudius will be returning for him. And in his posturing and trying to get under my skin, he did reveal something that I don't believe we knew before. We know now what Claudius's plan is. Until now, we've been chasing him down because all we knew was that he was trying to gather these god weapons. He's going to try to blot out the sun so that vampires can rule over everyone else.
So what if we kill Christopher before he kills the sun?
So, interestingly enough, we could use him as bait if and when the time comes. He did state and seemed very confident in the fact that Claudius cares very greatly for his spawn and does not like when they come to harm. So I say, once we are ready to face Claudius for ourselves, once we've gathered enough of our own god weapons to challenge him, we take out dear old Chris in a way to lure Claudius to us.
For my purposes, that is, I don't recall hearing anything about Claudius. So this is the overarching, this is our big bad?
Yes, Claudius is the
Okay,
big bad.
cool.
So he's like the big bad, and he's the big bad that remember how Malin basically forced us into an agreement to work alongside them for now, alongside Walker and Big Titty McGee.
Vaguely, yes.
So we basically got forced to work with them. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, basically, situation. So we do have a mutual interest of taking down Claudius.
Okay.
Yes, and I don't know if I've done a one-shot where he was the bad of that. One-shot, it was a mansion.
Yeah. Westra was there for that.
I was there for that.
Okay, yeah, there was a, oh, Westra really knows Claudius.
Westra really knows Claudius, yeah.
So yeah, he was one of the bads in that too. So yes, Claudius is your big bad.
Cool.
And
Cool.
so
Good to
far,
know.
Westra.
I'm finding that out several months into the campaign now.
Yeah, no biggie. But yeah, Westeros right now is the only person who's actually seen him. But now everybody knows he exists.
Okay, cool. Cool.
And honestly, if you Claudius or God, it's Klaus and Claudius are too close.
Too many K.
Yeah, those are tight. Those are a little tough.
Klaus probably wouldn't have even known Claudius existed either. So it actually checks out
Yeah,
that you don't know.
should I? Is Claudius's existence like would that be considered common knowledge in this universe?
No, this is a brand spanking new name.
Okay,
It's up and coming.
cool. So yeah, I wouldn't have any knowledge of him. Westra, you said you've seen this vampire before?
Yes, he has forced me to appear into his own mansion, take part in a masquerade I had no interest in. all
Yes, that
to
really
announce
doesn't seem like your thing.
Right? No, it's not.
Okay.
In fact, you probably would have benefited much greater from it than me.
Curiosity, what does he look like?
Irving.
I'm sorry.
What does Claudius
Claudius
look like?
I can't show you that right now.
Can you
give us a,
describe it?
like, what Wester remembers as a description?
what does Wester remember seeing about him? Like what details can she share?
She remembers long black hair. Actually, give me a history check.
Oh.
Oh,
I just thought about that. I'm not gonna
Oh,
give that for
Oh
free.
no!
I'll give you this.
like I
You-
wish.
You remember a long
Can
black hair.
anybody give her help in some way for that?
Yeah. Is there
I don't think anybody else would have known who Claudius is. No one's.
Anybody got a guidance?
No. No.
Wester is the only person who has seen or heard of Claudius.
Can
Okay.
I use what Haley remembers at least? Because I remember he had long hair and I remember he was really pale.
Was
Yeah.
he an elf?
Oh, I don't remember that.
I want to say the answer is yes.
Okay, so
No.
could that possibly be who this elf queen is looking for? She was looking for her brother, you said?
Oh, that's an interesting theory.
That's a yeah. Mm.
I never even made that connection. Irving,
Yes.
come on. Does Claudius have pointy ears? I need to know.
Yeah, he does.
Ah!
But I will not tell you if he's an elf or not.
Okay, but he's
Fine.
got pointy
Yeah,
ears.
that's fair.
That's something.
We're on the... okay, well, that's worth further investigation, if nothing else.
Absolutely. 100%. Okay. But yeah, so she shares that fact. Like he's got pointy ears like an elf. He's got long black hair. He's pale. He's got a smug looking fucking face.
Fair.
That's all in character, by the way.
Yeah. If that isn't character, Klaus kind of chuckles a little bit when Westra says smug-looking fucking face. Because that's very un-Westra-like.
She goes, you know, you're a basic run-of-the-mill vampire lord, I would imagine.
Yeah, sounds very standard.
Huntix is going to look at his wrist, where there's nothing there, but pretend like there's a watch and go, "Where's this king? I'm hungry."
The king takes his time. He is dealing with the stuff that's happening with the material realm, and so he said he'll be here. It's just gonna take him a little bit. He's conversing with the other lords.
Well, then can he just
You
eat
all
his
discover
chicken
while you
nuggets in
work.
his room and we can eat?
I will see if the king will allow you all to eat first. Yes, I can do that for you. He rushes off very quickly.
I'm going to look at the group and go, I am not sure if we should really trust Gabriel. He hides lots of secrets.
I think he's a good boy, just trying to do his best. To do
Let
right
me
by
see
his
what kind of
kingdom.
information I can coax out of him.
What kind of, Klaus, what kind of coaxing techniques do you use?
Don't worry about it.
Gabriel comes back after a couple of minutes. He goes, the king says that you all can go ahead and eat ahead of him. He said it will be fine, so I will go and retrieve your meals.
Don't you have a staff to do that?
Oh, right, I do. I forgot about that.
Yes, sit down. Klaus pulls out the chair next to him and pats the seat. Sit down, let someone else handle it.
Right. He turns to look over to Bannister at the guard standing here. Please go and retrieve our guest's meal. Yes, sir. And the Aarakocra flies off. And Gabriel takes his seat.
Cool. Is there anybody else eating with us, or is it just us?
From what
I
you
think
guys
it's
can,
just-
yeah, from what you guys can see, it's just you guys and what was supposed to be the king.
Okay, I was under the impression this was like a party situation.
That is what they said. Yes.
Well, not a lot of people, not a big party crowd, these folks.
I mean,
That's
this
directed
is.
at Gabriel.
Oh, this is a poor excuse for a party, is just what I'm saying.
Yeah. The king likes to use the term party for almost everything.
Ah, well, perhaps it's a party for him.
He has been in a better mood since Chris was put in jail.
You would think you'd be
Interesting.
unhappy to find out that your son tried to overthrow you, kill you, and is now imprisoned.
Yeah, I don't know. He's been in a better mood in the past couple of weeks. I can't explain it. He's had a pep in his step. When you guys left, he was depressed. He wouldn't even get out of bed. And I had to take over all the matters that he was doing. But
Was this mood improvement sudden?
it was right after those Andromeda and Walker came to kill Chris.
That's not suspicious timing at all.
Yeah.
Sit easy with me.
Very. Hmm.
Does the king get out much?
Not really. Not since
Oh, God.
Not since he got imprisoned. Or since Chris was in prison. But nowadays,
So-
even less so.
Here's a question. We know for a fact exactly what the king is eating. Is there like an extra place setting set out? Is he actually going to come down and eat with us, or?
That was the plan. That he got
Okay.
hung up with his talks.
Right. Okay. Hmm.
I will be certainly interested to hear about how he's been feeling since I last encountered him. Perhaps he'll have some interesting insight to share.
Yes, he misses you guys. He thanks you every day. I think he's planning on putting up statues in your honor.
Oh, Lord.
Oh no.
Make sure I am in this pose, and he's gonna pose very much in a hero-esque douchebag pose.
Oh
He's
my God,
doing the
wait.
full like S arms, showing his bicep flex. Yeah.
I will make sure they get that. I have a picturesque memory. He kind of leans over as he says that to Klaus. So I kind of don't forget anything.
Really fascinating. Tell me, how much do you remember from, let's say, a week ago? I want to test how picture perfect your memory is.
Well,
That's how dicks.
Perfect.
I remember waking up that morning and it was darker than usual. It was almost pitch black, and I knew that it was supposed to be at least midday. I could see the sun, but the sky was black, and it was really strange. I saw a figure in the sky, and no one else saw it but me. No one even believes me. But I remember as soon as that figure showed up in the sky, there was earthquakes everywhere, and half of the palace was crumbling, and the city was half of it's destroyed. I'm sure you've seen it when you came back. It's a nightmare.
We did.
Somehow no one died. I'm still thankful to Aphrodite every day. Then when we went to see all the damage, we ventured off outside of the city. We found a canyon, and we can't get across, so we've been trying to find a way to build boats and stuff so that we can at least leave this area. Because right now we're closed off to where we were getting our water before.
your water supply's been cut off.
Yeah, from the canyon. And we haven't.
That's
Is it
been
because
for
of the
the last week.
basilisk?
Partly, we've been trying to get a mage out there to at least put up a portal so that we can, go around the canyon, but with the basilisk there, all of our mages are too afraid to try. Not that we can
Sounds
spare anything.
Sounds like you need that basilisk to gone just as badly as we need to kill it.
Let's kill it.
Yeah. And I was going to send a group of people out there, but then the stuff with the Elf Queen happened, and God, I hate it here.
What's the
Put you up for this position again? Right? Somebody else nominated him for this, right?
Yeah, his classmates.
Okay, yeah. Did you have any say in whether or not you got this position?
Yeah.
Or if you wanted it?
Yeah, I did at the time. And it was going great up until all of this crap started happening. It's like as soon as Walker and Andromeda attacked Chris, that's when everything started going downhill here.
I think we really just need to take out the basilisk. How far is the travel to the canyon?
It's about a 2 to 4 day walk.
Ugh.
Goodness.
Much farther than I expected.
Incredibly.
If you guys are planning to go there, I can prepare carriages for you. They could probably get you there in half a day.
That would be preferable.
Yes.
I'll arrange that for you guys. Whenever you're ready to go, just let me know.
Klaus kind of rests his fingertips on his shoulder and is like, or perhaps you could let someone else arrange it.
Aw, that's kind of cute.
I think it's better if I do it.
No, I think you should stay here.
Bones nods. Just in the
Delegation
background.
is a very important skill for a leader to have.
That's true. It's good that you're so invested in everyone's well-being here. He has not taken his hand off of his shoulder, by the way. But, there's no sense in you having to oversee everything. When do you relax?
I didn't relax before I had this position either.
Goodness.
Dude seems headstrong, just like.
Very
Yeah,
much
incredibly.
in
He
general.
seems deeply strong.
Dude needs to get laid, is what I'm hearing.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do.
Enter
Maybe-
Klaus.
Do we just
That's
like?
why
make up
I'm
ex-
here.
Do we just make up excuses to scarf our food and leave? I'm trying to like. I'm
No,
just
no,
trying
no.
to gauge
It's
the
okay.
room
We-
here.
I'm being super. I'm not leaving until everybody tastes the fucking great dessert I made.
That's important.
I'm
Yes.
going to ask that you bring it out, because if we need to fight the basilisk, I want to do it quick. I want like
Well,
fighting
there's no sense in
basilisk.
going right now, Huntix. We can be patient.
No, we sleep and then we fight now.
Yes. Yes, let's all make sure we get a good night's rest. All of us.
Bones looks at you and goes, "All of us."
Klaus,
More or
would
less.
you like to? Klaus, would you like to
Multiply.
bunk together so to make sure that we both get enough sleep?
No, I think I'm good, thank you.
As you
You're
say
lost.
that, Gabriel
Did they-
turns brighter
Did they bring
red.
the food out yet? Yeah. Did they bring the food out yet?
Yeah, at this point they start bringing out the food, and they do it exactly how you told them.
Excellent. Good. I'm so glad. My instructions have been followed.
And they are like, every time, they don't even look up, they look very serious, like this is the most important thing they've ever done in their life. And
As they're like, do any of them look at Klaus when they're like serving?
They are very noticeably trying hard not to look at you.
Not to look at me. As they're walking away, I'm gonna take a taste of it. Is it any good?
Roll me a performance.
Did they make our food just like they would make the king's, or
No, they had something else for us.
okay?
So with the 16,
He gets his chicky nuggets, yeah.
at 16, the food is very good. It's excellent.
Okay, excellent. I'm gonna make a point of saying, excellent work with the turkey, by the way. This is well done, phenomenally done.
Thank you, chef.
You're welcome, chef.
Gabriel
Or
kind of Gabriel looks at both of you in a very confused look.
Kitchen vernacular, don't worry about it.
Ah. So yeah, you guys get some excellent chicken turkey and a whole pig. Then the dessert is brought out.
All these meals are very meat heavy.
Yes. And then
Wait, they have to come get me before they bring dessert out.
Yeah, I know. Did they
I have to
remember?
finish the creme brulee. They are not bringing out soggy, uncrusted creme brulee.
the Eric Croker that was down there before he comes over, and he goes, they need you back in the kitchen.
Thank you. Klaus addresses the table, but most specifically Gabriel, and goes, I'll be back in just a moment with something absolutely wonderful. And so he goes down to the kitchen, and I was trying to see, I hoped I had a fire spell on hand, or like cantrip or something, but I don't think I do. Is there any way that I can, is there any way I can shape Eldritch Blast to do it?
You know what? Let's roll for it. Roll me an Eldritch
Oh
Blast.
no.
Allow
Actually,
it.
I take it back. I take it back. I'm doing it in the oven. I take it back.
You don't trust the dice?
No, I don't. I've been rolling too well. They're gonna fuck me at some point.
Oh yes, you would put it in the oven. You get your,
The broiler specifically.
Broiler, yes, I'm doing it under the broiler.
and it comes out lovely. The staff, they
Wonderful.
are staring in awe, like this is the most majestic thing they've ever seen. They almost don't even want to get close to it.
Klaus picks up the tray of creme brulees and indicates somebody else to get the pavlova. And he comes in with the creme brulee and the pavlova
Everybody gets
and distributes it.
Yes.
I almost said bone app the teeth.
Bones appetite.
He had
Bones
these
appetite.
rolls for tonight. Wink, wink. With Gabriel are gonna be bad then.
Yeah, God, I hope not. That's my fear. Is the dice are gonna fuck me that way. That would be severely disappointing after all that I have brought up.
This is, we can only hope. But the
God.
rest of the dinner, the king does not make an appearance. At one point, you see a couple soldiers run off, and Gabriel does see that, and he rushes off. And then halfway, about 30 minutes later, he comes back and goes, "Oh, sorry, they let us know that the fire realm has been infested.
Fested.
I believe you mentioned that you were gathering the god weapons, correct?
Yes.
No,
Well,
There's no point
Yes.
in lying to him, Huntix.
I'm not lying. I have not gathered any god weapons.
Fair enough. Yes, we collectively are gathering them.
well,
We collectively, yes.
apparently it's been infested by vampires. The entire realm
Oh.
has been overrun and turned.
We were
good.
there, weren't we? Or no?
Not yet.
Okay.
You have not gone there.
It seems Claudius has been busy.
Claudius.
The man we're trying to take down. The reason why we're collecting the god weapons.
I thought we were doing that for Klaus.
No.
I mean, for Walker.
No, we're in an unsteady alliance with Walker.
I know
at the
that.
moment. Yeah.
I know that, but Zach knows that.
Yeah.
Huntix is focused on only wanting to fight.
We are working tentatively with Walker to fight against Claudius.
I see.
Oh.
So he must be the one who turned Chris.
Claudius is, yes. It is strange, though, that you say the king has been acting strange ever since Walker and his companion Andromeda showed up. I wonder if they got entwined somehow.
You said Andromeda is a vampire, right?
Yes.
Has she always been a vampire?
Yes.
I think
Okay.
she's been turned. She was turned by Claudius as well, wasn't she?
She
was my
not.
thought, like-
you guys actually
not.
don't know her history.
Okay.
You do know that she is a vampire, but you don't know how she became one. I don't think the king has dealt with them. I'm by his side at all times, except for when he's using the bathroom, when he's in important meetings like this, and when he's gone to bed.
He's gone to bed for the evening?
He has, yes. He got out of his meeting while I was gone, and he said he's going to go to bed now. He's
Well,
quite
that is
tired.
rude to not say something to your guests.
That's actually
Even I know that.
my fault. I should have told you when I came back. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Did he eat
No.
his meal?
Yes, I
Klaus-
took it to him
Klaus
personally.
said that he will punish you later.
Gabriel
Stop.
blushes.
You took him his meal, but did you witness him eating it?
I did. Why?
Just curious.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but vampires in this realm can consume human food. That's just not what sustains them.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
This isn't a what we do in the shadows situation where they will immediately vomit.
No. The vampires in this realm, in this world, can eat.
Can't eat food.
Mm-hmm.
It is awfully rude of the king to deny a visit to us, especially after everything that Retro and I have done for him.
Oh, that's.
You
what
guys
I'm
have
missing.
never heard Westra throw things around like that about like what I've done for you. It's clear
Yeah.
she's taking an angle of like, I want to speak with this man.
Hmm. Do you know what he's up to tomorrow morning, perhaps? Perhaps we could be granted an audience then.
Yes, I believe he wants to have breakfast with you all. And then he says he also wishes to have lunch with you. And then he says he also wishes to have dinner with you. To make up
Wonderful.
for this sudden disappearance. He
Well,
apologizes
that's a little
profusely.
Akotako. We're going to be fighting a basilisk sometime, and I don't know if we'll be making it in time for lunch.
Oh, I should
Well,
alert
we can
him.
have at least one meal with the king.
Yes, he said he would gladly have lunch with you all. In the garden, actually.
Well, like I said, lunch is kind of awkward because I think we're going to be fighting the basilisk at a time. Would you rather do dinner or breakfast?
I can ask him. Maybe?
I think we can squeeze it in before we leave. It's all right.
Yes, agreed.
Yes, we can definitely have that. I'll have one of the soldiers leave a note by his door.
Normally how you communicate with your king.
When he's gone to bed for the night, yes, he. Once Chris was imprisoned, he didn't leave his bedroom, and he didn't want to be disturbed while he was mourning. Chris was the only family he had left.
I suppose we should look forward to eating with him tomorrow.
Yes, he'll be most excited. He really wouldn't stop apologizing when I was trying to leave. I feel bad almost.
You should not be feeling bad.
You're right, I'm sorry.
Oh, Lord.
But,
Westra pinches the bridge of her nose at that. Like, this boy. this man who acts like a boy.
This fully grown adult man.
Yeah, literally.
This
actually,
man boy.
I should probably go and do some rounds. I have a couple of things I need to take care of for tonight. And this is something I cannot let someone else take, you see.
Very well. We'll see you later then.
Yes, of course. Definitely.
Thank you for the meal.
Of course. Thank you. Yeah, like, rushes off after he takes, like, one last look at Klaus. And he disappears off into the hallway.
Irving, can I insight that? Is that an indication of, like, you should follow me, or...
Roll me an insight.
Vibe check.
Ugh.
With the
Come on,
damn
give
it.
him the 16.
Come on, please.
So I'll give you. He's giving you the indication that he is interested, but he
Okay,
is on his way to go do some soldier stuff.
Cool. Do I know where his bedroom is?
You do not.
Can I find out?
You sure can.
Wonderful. That's all I need to know right now.
But yeah, he leaves you guys off, and steadily as you guys finish off your plates, the chefs come and clear off the table, and anything else that you guys have eaten.
Westra looks to the rest of the group and goes, "The king's behavior recently sounds strange. Am I not wrong in this?"
No, the timing is fortuitous, if nothing else.
I just hope that he does not ghost us again tomorrow. I do have questions for him.
Where exactly are the king's chambers in this palace?
So you guys have not been there before. You can only assume that they are somewhere not on the main level, which is where you guys are. But they're, from what you guys have seen since you've been here, there are about 3 levels to this kingdom, to this palace. Actually, I think Westra and Retro would be the only one who would be able to tell, because they have been to his chambers before.
Do you want me to roll something?
Roll history
Woof.
to see if you remember.
Ooh!
Yay!
You remember.
There we go.
Exactly where his quarters were.
Yeah, so Westra looks at Klaus, because Klaus goes, "Do we know where his rooms are?" And Westra goes, "Actually, I do." What do you have in mind?
Bears don't tend to sleep at night, do they?
No, I believe they're more active in the evening.
I'm not saying we break into his rooms, that seems a bit extreme, but perhaps just a casual walk by? Just to sort of get the lay of the land, see what might be happening? Or not happening?
I can get behind that.
Okay. I take it you guys are gonna go to find his quarters then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And Westra kind of leads the way, but she picks up on like Klaus's indication that this needs to be somewhat under the radar. So you guys,
Yeah, like
notice-
we're not trying to let anybody else know what we're doing.
Yeah, what you guys notice to your humor that Westra starts to point out things because she's been here before, so she goes like, "And I think those are the gardens, and these are some paintings," and she's like supposedly
Like she's
giving you
giving us
guys
a
a
tour.
tour. But
We're
it's not a
acting.
very good tour.
Yeah, no, that's a thing, and that's a thing, and that's some stuff.
I'll put you guys on. Okay, so you guys are gonna be right here. It looks like you'll have to add yourself because it's being weird for some of. And I
Okay.
think it's Klaus.
Yeah, I think that's... What? That's not me.
Hello?
I have a face.
I have a face. I'm not some faceless blob.
I promise I have a face.
Hold on, let me see if...
Hold on, let me delete it and see if that does anything. No!
What is
Are
happening?
we trying to be
My
actively
beautiful
sneaky?
face!
No, because we're pretending to be doing a tour.
Okay, yes.
I wonder if it's trying to get a token for you. Hold on. Let me go to another
I'm so
map
tiny
that you're
again.
in.
I'm tiny.
tiny. Why are you so tiny all the time?
Just a tiny
Ugh.
baby.
I will say I am getting eepy. I'm probably gonna have to go to bed soon.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just gonna... I don't know how much longer
We are going
intending
to
to
be
continue.
ending here soon.
Cool.
Okay, let me try this. There we go.
Hey.
Okay. So, I'm sure those of you who have been on this map, I don't know if you guys remember this map.
Vaguely.
Yes, so this place still looks the same from the last time you guys were here. There's still a couple of guards here and there. And then right over in the corner, Westra and Retro
Yep.
would remember this, is where you remember the king's quarters were.
Okay. See, Wester kind of points over there and she goes like, and that, I believe, is where the king stays.
And in front of it is a giant suit of armor.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so Wester's like walking around and she points to it and she kind of looks at you, Klaus, and like says, if you're gonna do something, do it.
Hold on, let me look through my...
In Westra, roll me a never history.
Okay. It's not gonna be as good. Oh, it's not bad.
You remember that that suit of armor is enchanted.
Mm-hmm. Do I remember what the enchantment is specifically?
To specifically keep people out of the king's chambers who aren't supposed to be there.
Got it.
What's the mechanism by which it does that?
Magic.
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 Does greater invisibility make you blind, invisible to magic? Stuff that sees by magic?
It depends on if specific creature has blind sight, which I won't tell you if it does, but that is one way something would be able to see you even under greater invisibility. But I will say this, it is a king.
So, probably a high level of security.
That is a possibility. Whenever and then, nobody pays you guys any mind. They see you guys walk in and they kind of act like they're in awe of you. They are all have that look. They're looking up to you, at you.
So Westra, have you seen the king before?
Yeah.
Yes, you've
Yes.
all seen him. He was there when you guys
Okay.
first arrived. When you
Yeah,
came
that
into
was
the
the
palace.
older guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was. Ooh, sorry, it was daytime when we met him, right? Wasn't he outside?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe he's not a vampire. That doesn't mean he didn't make an agreement with Walker or something, but
True, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking, because I have... I mean, this may be a bad idea, but I have the spell called Seeming.
Mhm.
So I could theoretically change someone to look like the king
Oh.
to just be able to waltz past this fucking thing.
Hey, okay, but like that's kind of smart. I think you
Okay.
should do it.
I think, okay, who am I gonna... Any number of creatures you can see within range. So I could... It's for 8 hours. This lasts for 8 hours.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Who wants to look like the king for the next 8 hours?
So reading through this, you can't change a target's body type, so you must choose a form that has the same basic arrangement of limb. Okay, but it can be.
Yeah.
It can be.
So it's still humanoid, yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can dismiss it.
That's for the duration unless you use your action to dismiss it sooner. Okay, yeah.
Okay, good.
Fail to hold up to physical inspection. If you use this to add a hat to an outfit. Yeah. Hand of someone who reaches out to touch it, blah, 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 blah. Creature can use its action to inspect a target and make intelligence. Okay, so whoever does it will need to not, like, come into physical contact with anybody,
Yeah.
but...
Irving, with my 16 / also 19 history,
Mhm.
do I remember, like, if there's a secret passcode or something to get through this armor?
There totally is. I am literally trying to remember what it is, but there is. I don't remember what it is though.
Irving, can I try to roll to remember it?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I also don't remember.
Oh no!
Oh no,
Well,
hey Irving, could you make something up right now?
Ooh, I got a 10 anyway. Or a 7. That's not a good enough history.
Uh, just for time's sake, I am gonna let your plan work, Klaus.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for time's sake, sure. Rad. Love that. Anybody got... I've got a +3 to performance. Does anyone have better than that?
No.
Yeah, I'm the charisma character, aren't I?
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure you're the only. So performance, I've got a +2.
So yeah, let's have everybody roll performance, and whoever is the highest will be the one turn.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
Ah! There you go. It's
No.
gonna be Westra. It's gonna be Westra. It's gonna be Westra.
Wait, Irving, can you roll for retro, even though she's not, just to see?
I'm doing that right now.
It's for kicks. Why
Oh,
not?
fuck off.
Oh no, it's
It's Westra.
Oh my god.
with the +0 to performance.
I know, it's so
I
bad.
just rolled a straight 18. I got a fucking... What is that, a 3? I got a 3.
And Retro has a
Okay,
+5.
well, I guess I cast it on Westra then.
Westra looks down at herself and she looks at you, Klaus, and goes, "You will receive vengeance for this."
That seems fair. Now go, Snoop.
Bones flashes you a thumbs up.
She clears her throat as she kind of like walks over to this suit of armor and goes, "Open, I'm tired." And she like acts like a king, and it's
Oh my
not
God.
very good.
Oh my God.
Suit of armor looks you up and down, and then it puts its arm against its chest and moves out of the way.
Hey.
And she goes past it, which it's not letting me do because I'm assuming you have an invisible wall there.
Yeah, hold on. Let me grab it.
While you do that. Oh, fuck yes.
Hell yeah.
Oh
Fuck
yeah.
yes.
There it is.
That's why
She's
we
going
sent
to-
you.
What?
That's why we sent you.
I guess, yeah.
Get that monk stealth.
You should be able to go now.
Okay. She's gonna get into like a stealthy crouching position and very quietly like crack open the door. Before I leave though, let's assume I spoke with the group first. What is it that I'm looking for exactly?
I think you're just trying to scope what exactly is like. Is he even there?
Okay.
Did he?
And if he is, what's he doing?
Okay.
Is he a vampire?
Okay. I'm gonna.
Yeah, if you can
Does
suss
he
that out, that'd be.
sleep? Does he sleep in a bed or a coffin? That's a good hint.
Got it. I'm gonna crack open the door and peek through Irving. What do I see?
So, you creep in and you look into the door, and you see Mr. Bose Columbus sitting straight up in his bed, and his eyes are turned completely white. And
Please me?
you can tell this man is not there mentally. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh, what?
Well,
Say that one more time.
He was sitting straight up in his bed with his eyes completely turned white.
Oh fuck. That's bad.
Have we seen that happen to other beings at any point in this campaign?
You have not, but Westra can roll me a history check. This is the plus side of having a character be in 3 different campaigns.
I fucking guess. If I can roll high enough. Oh my god, it's a 6.
Oh no!
Be kind to me, please. Let me roll again.
I'll let you roll it again, because Retro would also have been participating.
Yeah, we're rolling for Retro, totally. Absolutely. 11, it's better.
So with the 11,
I'll take it.
his eyes look like he is under the influence of a charm person spell.
Got it.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. I have charm person. How long does that last?
Technically, I think only for like an hour.
It's an hour, yeah, the duration is 1 hour, but so the range of charm person is 30 feet.
Oh.
That means that whoever is casting charm person on him has to be within 30 feet of him.
Ooh.
This is a
Uh-oh.
specific charm person, however. It's not just a normal charm person. Because
It's not. What do you mean by a specific charm person?
So, I'm gonna give you this, because Westra was the only person who has dealt with this kind of magic before. Westra's been in other campaigns, little one-shots that I've run, including involving a certain somebody, Claudius. So this isn't just your normal, every mage has hold person. This is a vampire's hold person.
Got it.
So he's a thrall.
Yes.
Got
okay.
it.
Ooh, uh-oh.
Yeah, well, okay, it was related to the vampire in some way then, so we were kind of right.
But it's not Claudius, right? It would, or is it?
That you don't know.
Fuck, okay.
Roll history to find out.
Yeah.
Honestly, there was some signs that people have mentioned about Chris and his vampirism. Because he wasn't a vampire a month ago,
Right.
Yeah.
but
And
he
then-
is now.
Yeah, and then, because a month ago is when Walker and what's her
No,
face?
that was only a week ago, I thought.
Yeah, that was a week ago. A month ago is
Oh,
when
okay, I've got my
Noah
times mixed up
was turned into Aphrodite.
Or Aphrodite was turned into Manuela, and it's also when. Wait, yeah, and then a little bit after that is when Claudius came back to this realm, right? Because we're assuming Claudius is the one who caused the crevasse.
You assume
Are we?
that. You assume that Claudius has something to do here, but you don't know what he did here.
Yep, got it. Okay.
But yes, that is the end of tonight's session.
Ooh.
Incredible.
Stop